Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive.
Yeah.
Today we're talking all things pendulums.
Pendulums, yeah.
We're going deep on them.
Yeah.
Specifically, we're diving into pendulum craft, a complete guide to crafting and parry
Yeah.
using personalized divination tools.
Oh, nice.
And I'm so excited about this one because I feel like
Yeah.
this is a book that anybody could pick up and use.
Yeah.
You know, it's for beginners.
Yeah.
But if you've been working with pendulums for a while,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to find something new in here.
Totally. I mean, it's one of those things, like,
Yeah.
it kind of grows with your journey.
Yeah. And what's so cool is
Yeah.
that by the end of this deep dive,
Uh-huh.
you will be able to craft your own pendulum, like a
Yeah.
totally unique, personalized, just for you
Yeah.
pendulum.
And that's the key word there, is that personalization, because it's not just like following a recipe.
Right.
Like, it's really about imbuing this tool with your own energy and intention.
Yeah. And I love that it starts with the actual making of the pendulum.
Yes.
Because,
It might seem basic, but it's where that personalization begins.
right, and it's
Yeah.
all laid out step by step. So, you know,
Yeah.
even if you've never crafted anything in your life,
Yeah.
it feels very approachable.
Totally.
But even in like the practical, you know,
Yeah.
putting it together part of it,
Mm-hmm.
there's this real emphasis on, you know, putting your energy into it.
Yes.
Like it talks about, you know, choosing crystals based on their properties, like
Mhm.
grounding protection, all these
All of that.
amazing things.
It really sets the stage for understanding that this isn't just like some random object you bought at a store.
Right.
This is an extension of yourself.
Yeah. And I love that it makes you think about like, okay, what kind of energy do I want to invite in?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what am I hoping to tap into with this tool?
Exactly.
So, okay, we've got this pendulum now.
Okay.
What do we do with it?
Right. So I think a lot of people have this idea that pendulums are just for like simple yes or no questions.
Oh, totally.
Which, I mean,
I used to think that
yeah, me too.
for a long time.
You kind of get that basic introduction, but this book blows that out of the water with all these different ways you can use a pendulum.
Yeah.
And I think one of the coolest things is it introduces these techniques, like directional readings,
Oh,
which take you way beyond just a binary, like,
yeah.
is it yes, is it no?
Explain that a little bit, because I think that is so fascinating.
Yeah, so basically, instead of just swinging back and forth for yes or no, the pendulum can swing, like, in different directions, and each direction has its own specific meaning. So, like, north, south, east, west,
Why?
and diagonals.
It's like a much richer conversation.
Exactly. It's so much more nuanced. It's like having a conversation with your intuition.
That's incredible.
It's not just like getting a one-word answer.
Yeah, okay, so we've poured all this energy and intention into crafting this amazing pendulum.
Okay.
Now we're ready to use it.
Yes.
And this is where I think it gets really interesting,
Mm-hmm.
because the book doesn't shy away from those big, complex questions.
Yeah. Right? Everyone has those, like, the big life questions.
Exactly.
And this book really guides you on how to even approach those questions, like how to structure them so you can actually get the most insightful answers from your pendulum.
It's almost like it gives you the confidence to do it.
Yeah, especially if you're new to this.
Yeah.
It really helps build that confidence.
Yeah. It's like you're learning a whole new language.
It is.
The language of like energy and intuition.
Precisely.
So we've got the crafting, we've got the technique.
Mm-hmm.
But what I think is so cool is that this book goes even deeper than that.
Yes.
And it really emphasizes this idea of the pendulum becoming like a true spiritual ally.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where we get into the rituals.
Yes.
Cleansing, charging,
The tuning.
attuning. And I have to say, this is the part that always felt a little mysterious to me.
It can be, but the way this book explains it,
Yeah.
it becomes both practical and really meaningful.
Yeah.
Like, these rituals aren't just about going through the motions. They're about actively deepening your connection with the pendulum.
It's like building a relationship.
Exactly.
It's not just using this tool.
It's like working with it.
Yeah.
It's a partner.
I love that.
Yeah.
And what I also love is that the book emphasizes that this is not about just relying on the pendulum for all the answers.
Right.
It's about developing your own intuition,
Exactly.
which is so cool.
Because ultimately, it's not about fortune telling.
Right.
It's about using this tool to really spark your own inner knowing.
Yeah.
So we've gone from gathering these basic materials
Yeah.
to creating this personalized, empowered tool for divination.
It's amazing.
And it's really a journey of self-discovery.
So after listening to this,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of pendulum are you going to create?
Yeah.
Like what mysteries are you hoping to unlock?
What kind of energy do you want to bring into your life?
I love that.
Yeah, and the book reminds us that a pendulum is a tool for both guidance and insight. It's not just about getting answers, it's about the questions it prompts you to ask yourself.
Mm.
Like, that's where the real magic happens.
Yeah.
It's that journey of understanding yourself on a deeper level.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that.
Hmm.
Thanks for joining me on this deep dive,
Of course.
and we'll see you next time.
See you later, Sharp.